Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Bangin Beers Podcast, episode, I don't remember.
80.
Is it 80?
It is 80. We are creeping up to 100.
And then
We do 100 beers on the 100th episode.
and then we shut this show down. We wrap
Fucking
it up.
quit. We're done. Yeah.
We wrap it up.
peaked.
We've hit our peak. We're done. No. Before we get started, intro music, thank you to Ultraviolent. You can check out the interview I just did with them on Interviews with Everyday People.
Thanks, guys.
Real cool dudes. We appreciate letting us use the music and hopefully if you guys enjoy the music, check out the links below for their band page and check all that fun stuff out. Also, we have a merch page. Check that out. And another quick shout out to Beer You Are. Been super supportive for us. We the last episode we did with those guys was an absolute blast. You guys seem to really enjoy it as well. So in the future, you're going to see a lot more collaborations with them. If
cool
you notice
dudes.
on Tyler's mic stand, I have a little can
Tyler's
on there.
mic stand in front of me.
Yeah.
He brought that one from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good dudes.
So tonight, no Pops. Pops is still in Cortland. We are joined tonight by Tyler and Cheese Foot, both guys who have been on the show. They're like our fill-in guys.
Our second string.
Yeah, I don't want to say second string. That's kind of rude, but
That's a come up for me. I'm usually picked.
The B team, the best team.
yeah.
You guys are like the replacements, but only with beer drinking.
No, well, listen, we make a call and they're like, "Fuck yeah, we'll come drink beer with you guys."
Yeah.
Plus, Cheese Foot brought some beers tonight.
First time I brought the beers. Usually I just freeload.
Yeah.
So I was starting to feel a little bit bad.
Freaking prick.
Nice.
So
No.
he found the Warhead beers, so we're gonna try those, and then we have Andy just got back from North Carolina,
Virginia Beach.
Virginia
Come on,
Beach.
raise up.
You're
It was
supposed-
originally supposed to be North Carolina,
Yeah,
but it got hurricaned.
hurricaned out. So you brought some
Hurricaned.
Virginia beers, so we're gonna have some of those. Virginia beers are gonna be showing up a little more frequently on the show because my little brother's gonna be stationed in Virginia soon.
Oh, nice.
Oh, baby.
So we can go down there and hang out and get some
Virginia
Virginia beers.
Beach or Norfolk?
Just one of the Virginia area.
Cool.
Whenever the military
He's
base
Navy,
is down
right?
there. Yeah, but
Probably
he's
around that area.
But he's stationed with the Marines.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's a corpsman. I don't know how it works. I wasn't there when he got.
wasn't
All I know
there.
is it's Seaman level 2. That's all I remember. Do you want to
Pretty
bust
big
out the
deal
first
in
beer
Seaman.
here, Ben?
Absolutely. And as the beer keeper.
Ben the beer keeper.
What,
Oh, I picked the one that I really wanted to do.
All right.
what you streaming on so I can share everything?
Oh, I'll put it. I'll send you the link while Ben's pouring and reading this beer off.
Well, I'm not reading it off yet.
I'm not sure if the chat's working, so if you guys are watching, just type
You
in
can
the
give me
chat
less
hi
of
or
those,
hey.
if there's more left at the end.
Thank you for the follow.
I'm
I
just getting
seen that.
everybody
Thank you so
acclimated
much.
and whatever.
Also, if you're watching this, hit the share button. Let people know that we exist. Which the only way these podcasts grow. Another good follow. Thank you, man, for the follow. If you
guys go
guys can hit that share button, let people know that we exist. That the best way podcasts grow is definitely word of mouth. It's very, very helpful. Look at these follows coming in. Look at these new follows. I love you guys. This is great. All right.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
Before everyone pulls it up on Untapped, we'll get our first little
Yeah, we're gonna
sip here.
take a whiff, take a sip.
So, you guys have told you what I think it tastes like. I want to see if you kind of think it. When
All right, so the can looks like Bomb Pops, but very, very phallic. They got some. It's Snoopy. I'm a huge Peanuts fan, so anything with the peanuts on it,
I thought you were gonna say huge penis fan.
I am that as well.
well, until you get to the name of the beer,
Oh, is that what they're going for? Is the tips of those
the beer is Red Rocket.
red? Oh, nailed it.
Spot
I mean,
on.
listen, if you're gonna watch porn, you want the dude to be like top of his game. You know what I mean? Like you're not picking a porn with a dude with a little one. You know?
Sometimes it makes
You
me
do?
feel better about myself.
I don't. Listen. I when I watch porn, I want it to be like my athletes. I want them bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah, but
On
I
top
always
of their
want a
game.
regular guy in there for comparison.
No,
You
fuck
watching
that.
sports? Could you imagine watching the Olympics and it's like
Me?
these incredible athletes and then you versus me running? It's like a 6-hour event and it's like
Yeah, but I'm trying to get
100
off. I'm not trying to laugh. If I already popped the first one out and now I'm just looking for a chuckle, then I'll find a guy like me in a porn. You know?
I think that's my next career move. I think I
found
move the
OnlyFans.
porn next
Yeah.
because like you watch porn, all the dudes just look like me. I feel like they're a little bit overweight. They got a bunch of terrible tattoos, an average dick. I feel like now's the time.
You may have a
Get it while
calling.
getting, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey man,
Yeah, man.
you got to
That's the
explore
move.
those career paths.
If he started doing porn, would you support him and watch?
Yeah, why not?
I'd watch it. I'd watch it. I'd see you
I
naked.
guess it's probably as long as I'm good. You know,
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see like some bullshit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, then you can just talk shit about me on the
Unless that's your shtick, that you're just really bad.
That's got to exist.
And
right?
I'll still support you. Listen, that's my thing, man. Like, if somebody I know if that's what they want to do and they need support, I got you. I'll be a friend here. So I think this right now, when I first tasted it, a lot of the flavor's not fully there because I think it's a little. It's very, very cold.
I think it's really syrupy. It's very syrupy at the very end for me.
So if they're going for the bomb pop thing, I don't get bomb pop.
I
at
don't
all.
think they are because this is so. It describes itself as a soda pop sour ale.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Cheesefoot chuckle porn.
Jeez, for chuckle porn. I think this kind of tastes like an A-Treat cream soda.
Okay, I was getting I was getting more raspberry.
Like that's like
definitely
it's
raspberry.
muted. There's
Okay.
raspberry, but there's like the aftertaste reminds me really high of an A-Treat cream soda.
Tastes like wood. Anybody else get wood?
No, for me, it just tastes like a raspberry, like just
Raspberry wood.
like the raspberry Tootsie Pop, but without the chocolate, just like the shell, the candy shell.
I
That's
just
what
can really get that.
This actually was a
raspberry and that
lot
super
better
syrup.
on draft.
Yeah. And what was the brewery?
This is Wasserhuhn Brewing Company.
And it's called Red Rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do have that up then too.
Go ahead, Ben.
I wanted
I know
to
you're dying. Go ahead.
Yeah, they have a lot of dog themed beers. So that was one of our
go to
yeah,
places.
one reason because like they have a good like distribution around Virginia Beach
I
area.
gotcha. Yeah.
So they have like a German Hefeweizen. It was like German Shepherdweizen or something.
Nice.
Shepherdweizen. That's
I'm for
awesome.
that.
It's kind of like Loki and Layla Candles.
Yeah.
Where they all their
That's
scents are
awesome.
named after dogs. I dig it.
So Red Rocket Soda Pop Sour Ale by Wasserhund Brewing Company. It's a fruited sour clocking at 4.8% alcohol by
Someone's
volume.
still vibrating. Is that you?
Yeah, that was nice.
They're located in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Bringing us back to the days of our youth, this experimental beer models a cherry soda. Huge additions of cherry and raspberry to a kettle sour gives it fruity tart notes that are rounded out by vanilla and milk sugar to recreate a childhood favorite soda pop. There you go.
Yeah, and I think that's what it tastes
Yeah.
like a soda.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really get
Yeah.
like, to me like the vanilla in it. Just I think that's what really reminds me of like the A-Treat cream soda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But-
I get a lot of raspberry. I mean, I don't hate it. I
No, it's not bad. Like I said, it was actually better on draft. But
Needs a little more flavor.
Yeah, a draft. I think it was a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. You could really tell this is certainly a kettle sour. It has that distinct, taste to it. It kind of reminds me of like the Rotunda kettle sours. Then
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So that's what really any kettle sour to me at least tastes exactly like a Rotunda, kettle sour beer, like the sweet tarts. So
Yeah. All right. Bust out the next one.
did we rate it?
Oh, I forgot. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm not rating. So I'm not even going on. I'll just wait for you to tag me, and then I'll go on and check them in. All right, Ben,
Okay.
you start off. What's
Okay.
your review on this?
I would probably give it a 3.5.
3.5?
It's just your standard kettle sour. Nothing, mind blowing. It's good to try out. Something to mix it up. So 3.5 is a good solid score. Again, like I said, it tastes more syrupy than anything. So like, if you have like a fresh kettle sour, it's kind of like gonna go to the syrupy side. If you really like the sweet stuff, like for me at least, that's what it goes for. So I mean, that's where I stand with it. So what about you, Andy?
I gave it 3.75 on draft. I thought draft all the flavors stood out a little bit better. I don't know if it was just this can. It felt a little more muted than what the draft was, and the other cans I had in the pack. I don't know if it's just because I don't know when they canned it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's solid. I give it a 3.75. Out of this can, I'd give probably a 3.25, 3.5.
Yeah, I'm sitting around 3.25.
Yeah,
if I were to
I
check
gave it a
in.
3.25.
I want a little more
Yeah,
flavor.
a lot of the raspberry and vanilla really kind of stood out for me.
Yeah.
I think I did bad. How do I usually rate things? It's been a while.
Because
Because I did 3, and I feel like that's low for me. Now
No,
that I
it's
did
still
it,
above average.
2.5 is middle of the road beer.
It's pretty good. I would drink it. So
3. That's not.
It
bad.
is an easy drinker.
I'm stuck between a 3 and 3.25.
she's light.
It's very light. Yeah. What is
She's
the
light for
ABV in
sure.
this?
4.8.
4.8.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I was gonna
That's
say
dangerous.
it's lower than a Miller Lite.
Mhm.
Miller Lite's what, a 5?
I like that the Snoopy on here is like Snoopy if he was on South Park.
Yeah. So my favorite character
just
from the Peanuts
guys,
gang
yeah.
is Pigpen because he's the dirty kid. I just kind of always related to Pigpen.
How does he always have the cloud?
Yeah, he's just dirty. I love it
Constant.
because like when I was a kid, I just didn't like taking baths and shit. Like I was the dirty kid. Like,
I think they actually washed him up, cleaned him up a little bit, and then he like ran into like a dirt pile, and he got that accumulation right off
yeah,
the bat.
that's
for
my
one
boy.
episode. Like,
It's really hard to find stuff with him on it.
yeah, No, I
It is.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my mom.
If you,
had a
guys, if
tough
you guys
time,
are watching
too.
the chat, who's your favorite Peanuts character? I don't
Yeah,
know.
who is your favorite?
We'll find out.
Peanuts
We'll find out
character?
right now. It's the world's first world problems.
So this
Lucy's
is
a fucking bitch. I was pulling that goddamn ball.
She's
on
funny
Charlie.
though. She is funny. Ooh, this got a great smell.
now this is a brewery that we had very early in our episodes.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Wow, I got everybody in one. I got everybody
Yeah.
with one can. That was
Yeah,
a perfect pouring. Awesome.
That's practice.
Oh, someone commented and said the Jerry Garcia beer. This is it right here.
Yeah. I guess it is.
I didn't even look at the can before. Smart Mouth. Let me try to remember here. Smart Mouth did a cereal beer, right?
Yeah.
Did they do the one that we thought was better than the overhyped Lucky Charms?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Saturday, I think it was like Saturday morning something it
Yeah.
was called. And that was really an early one. And then we tried Levante's Lucky Charms beer then too. And
Oh,
we
wait,
thought
but they the overhyped one.
they were the overhyped one.
Oh,
Yep.
My bad. Sorry, guys.
That was the one that they were selling like $500 a can.
The can art was
Right.
fantastic.
God.
The can art was unbelievable.
And we got it on the show.
Yeah. It was like Newswatch 16 was covering this beer. Like it was everywhere because
Yeah.
I remember that because they were like, "Oh my God, they're selling beer to kids."
it looks like Lucky Charms. Yeah. It was good, but another brewery, Levante, made another like the same beer, like same like with
Much
the,
better.
with the same like same adjuncts, and I thought it was better. But I mean, I'm just saying, not saying the Smart Mouth one was bad, but just for how much it was it was very high. When I say overhyped, it was all over the place. Like every news allowed, everyone on social media was like, "Oh, I want to try this beer."
Yeah, people were just going ape shit over it, really, and it didn't really. It was like underwhelming to
Yeah.
us. in my
What's going
opinion.
on, Richard?
Hey.
Emma likes Lucy. She's a Lucy fan.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Checks out.
she was also the one that said cheese foot chuckle porn.
Cheesefoot chuckle porn.
I don't. This is strange, man.
So I
Yeah,
want
I
to
wasn't
preface this
expecting
by
that.
I
It's
did not
very
try these when I bought the 4-packs. I just randomly grabbed them.
No, that's fine.
No, I like the can art. I would have definitely grabbed it for the can art too.
These were new.
Which finger is he missing? Middle John.
Ring.
Ring.
That's much
Or
easier
no.
to do.
Middle finger.
Is it middle? Oh yeah, it is middle.
Yeah. I hate that I had to like. Here is middleman. All right.
So the weirdest thing about these to me is that these actually grew on me the more I drank them.
Okay.
Like at first
That's
I'm like,
interesting.
it's okay.
It does have an interest. I'm not saying
It's
I
got
hate
like a
it.
grassiness to it.
It does. It has like a grassiness, or like if you've been drinking all night and you just pass out and you wake up and you have that really terrible aftertaste, like that I need to brush my teeth aftertaste morning. That's what the aftertaste of this beer is like. That it's like like one of
It's very
those.
good. It's very unique. I think.
It is. It's very unique.
Like I can't compare it to any. I don't know. What to
Like I said, it
compare
was
to.
weird at first. I'm like, oh, I don't know about this. And then the more I drank it, I'm like, okay, this is actually,
Decent.
yeah. Like I think this is one that as it warms up to, it gets better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
has
that's
a-
always cool to have for a beer as well, too.
Yeah.
Because if you have a whole like
Good
cooler
evening.
of it.
Good evening from the Smars. Joe Smar watching
Oh
along.
boy.
What a legend that guy is. I love him. He's a beer guy.
Oh yeah.
He loves his beers.
He loves it.
We should have your dad on the show one time.
Oh my god.
Can we
Oh
do?
my
He
Can,
probably would.
Joe, can
Oh,
we
he
do?
would absolutely would.
If you ever want to host a Bangin Beers, let us know. He would be the perfect guy to do the Yingling episode. Like obviously.
Oh yeah.
I've been holding off on the Yingling episode just like for the off chance that we can do it with someone in the Yingling family.
Dick
But like
Yingling.
I feel like if
You're
there's
looking-
anyone
you're
that we
looking
should do
wrong.
the, it would be your dad.
Oh yeah.
We should get
He would
every
love that.
we should get every type of Yingling lineup, and we should hang out with your dad and drink them.
Can you imagine if Dick
would
Yingling
be
was like, "Yo, this Bangin Beers podcast." It's like I have every single beer that we did in my fridge, and you can drink it over at my house.
That'd be fantastic. I mean, that's the dream. That would be my
Yeah.
dream. So I was
We
invited.
do the Yingling Mansion, and that's it. We're done.
I was
we fucking
invited-
close
That's
up
the
shop.
peak, yeah.
That's our peak.
I was invited to do the Yingling Mansion as a podcast for just like interviews with everyday people.
Yeah.
Like kind of tag along. It didn't like it just kind of fell through. It didn't work. But I was like, man, if I make it to the Yingling Mansion with interviews with everyday people and not banging beers, I'm gonna be pretty upset about it. Yeah. All right, Cheese, you're up on this one first. What do you think?
I will drink it, but I would not order this. This
Yeah.
is when you said grass, I was like, yeah, I just ate a bunch of grass. Like I feel that.
It's very.
Well, I mean,
citrus.
it is a Jerry Garcia beer.
It is.
All right.
Yeah, you got some grass.
I don't know if this is just my
Actually, it's just a bunch of acid.
Yes.
like
Some grass.
It's
We're
gonna
gonna
get
be flying
real
for the
weird
rest
now.
of the
Can we
night.
do that podcast too?
Yeah.
no, thank you. I can barely
Well,
handle.
Too
Well,
bad.
Well, we're gonna be flying
Get
the
ready.
whole entire night. Oh boy.
Do you ever like obviously we're men. You ever do like a manly thing all day and you kind of have that like little bit of funk going on? I feel like if I licked my armpit, that aftertaste. But I don't. But
I
the
just
weird,
get a very earthy and
the weird
grassiness
thing is,
from it.
Is this what Woodstock tasted like?
yeah. The weird
Yeah.
thing is I don't hate it.
No, I don't like. It's okay.
I actually think it tastes better than it smells. In my opinion.
Yeah, I'm actually
I got
like.
that. It tastes a little different.
I'm bummed with these because like their IPAs they had on draft were fantastic. Like they were awesome. So I'm like, oh, let's just give me these random cans.
Like if you were in Woodstock and you hooked up with a chick, and it was like day 4, and like you made out with her. Like I feel like this beer drinks like a hippie. Like you know what I mean? Like, but I'm not saying I dislike it.
No, it's easy.
There's nothing
drinker.
wrong
It's got
with
a-
Dirty Hippies.
It's got
Yeah.
a weird.
It certainly has its funk.
Yeah, it's got a bit of, like weird.
It has funk. I like
it's
it.
weird. Well,
Yeah.
it's weird like earthiness and I guess a different kind of dankness.
The can's fantastic.
But
Yeah, it's very simple too. Like right in the open, I had to look around for the actual name of it to pull it up on tap.
I didn't even think of it. I didn't even realize it was a Jerry Garcia thing because I fucking hate the Grateful Dead.
There goes half our viewers.
Sorry.
There you go.
You said one article. It's like we ranked every Grateful Dead album, and they all came in dead last.
Hard times.
That's fucked up. Tyler.
Sorry if you liked them. Good for you.
Yeah.
No, actually, I do like this one. Actually, I gave it a 3.5. Probably because of the uniqueness of it.
Okay.
I like it.
Andy.
I went 3.25. I could drink it. It is an easy drinker for that little bit of funk to it. And like I said, when you let it sit a little bit and it opens up, it actually I think it gets better. Because I noticed like the first can I had of it, I was like, I'm like, but then like the next then I had another one later and I had it let it sit for a little bit and it was a lot better.
All right. So here's my I'm gonna go 3.25 for everything you guys just said, but instead of busting one out of the cooler, get one of the Warheads.
Okay.
Let's do 2.
Okay.
Let's do 2. Like so we're not just doing
Like
all the
alternate.
yeah. I think it'd be a bad idea to do all 4
To
sours.
just blast all the sours at
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, especially if they are Warhead level sour.
I'm ready for my face
Just
to
grab
fall
like
off
2.
from puckering.
Grab 2 of
I'm
them.
ready
Keep
for
one in
this.
your
I'm
cooler,
stoked.
and then
Remember, I'd like be like Warhead after Warhead. My mouth
He's gonna
was
grab
just
green apple first. I
destroyed.
fucking know.
no.
No, you got blue. Was it blue raspberry?
Completely wrong. Let me be a little bit drunk before I have to deal with green apple.
So everyone when we posted this before we went live, everyone said the blue raspberry and the what would the red one be? Cherry.
Wait, it's black. Is it
it's
black,
black
cherry?
cherry.
Black
yeah.
cherry. They said those were the.
Oh my
the
And that is
better.
fuck how blue
it is.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, it's that fucking pea flour that they're throwing in there to
Look at
make
the
it
head
like
on that though. Like the color of the head is like.
So let me read.
that looks awesome.
Missing Digit IPA from
Missing
Smart Mouth.
digit.
So Missing Digit is a Smart Mouth Brewing Company American IPA clocking at
Thank you.
6.5% alcohol by volume. They are from Norfolk, Virginia. This dank IPA is brewed to celebrate Jerry Garcia's birthday and National IPA Day, both in early August. Best enjoyed during a sunshine daydream with Doritos, Go-Go Taquitos from 7-Eleven, and takeout Chinese.
All right.
Told you it was grass
Get rid
flavored.
of your missing digit here. I mean, that smells just like a blue raspberry Warhead.
Ooh.
I should probably call Heidi down to try this. She loves Warheads.
I was honestly expecting it to be a lot more sour.
Yeah, me too.
Does it taste like a beer, or does it taste?
It tastes like a beer,
Tastes like candy though.
but it does taste like candy.
Yeah. It's like sweet.
Has a little bit of a funk on the smell of it. Yeah, I'm not going to be using funk now for the rest of the show. So
It's Ben's new catchphrase
Good job.
for today. It has like that, like I crushed up some Warheads, and
Yeah.
that's what it smells like.
Yeah, it's crazy because it tastes exactly
Wow.
like the Warhead, but it how you're saying it's
Wow.
not as sour.
No,
as-
like I expected this to like cricket with the lemons. Like, yeah.
Wow,
my
what
mouth
sort?
is watering from it though.
Wow, what fucking sorcery is this shit? Wow, it does taste like the actual candy.
one more wow.
It's like
It
it
does.
tastes like the candy
Wow.
once you've gotten the sour part off of it.
Yeah,
I never
that's
have it
exactly
last
like
long. I
that.
bite 'em.
Yeah, like once you
Wow.
like get the sour part off.
Swallow it.
Does anybody
Wow.
have any horror stories with Warheads?
No.
Well, I would eat
Am I
like
the
when I
only
was
one?
a kid, I would eat like Warheads or like the Crybabies and shit, but like one after the other, and like my mouth would just get destroyed.
I remember I was
Oh,
like
same here.
The lemon ones would, yeah.
Yeah.
those would
8 or
mess me
10
up.
or something, and I had 2 packs of the Warheads, and they came 9 in a pack. I remember I had a a lemon, and a black cherry, because those were my two favorite, because they were the two sourest. I put all 18 of them in my mouth at once.
Oh, my
I
God.
just wanted to see how sour I could get it. And then I couldn't taste anything for 3 days. And
Ew.
being 10 years old and not being able to taste anything, it was terrifying.
Oh, man.
I didn't tell my parents. I didn't want to be like, hey, I ate all these candies at once because I'm a fucking idiot. But
And now I can't taste.
when it came back, I was very relieved.
At
Oh,
at that point in time, you should have just like entered in like every like food eating contest and just like won like a whole bunch of money at that time too. If you lost your taste for 3 days, be
Quick,
like,
Mom,
I'm gonna
drive
eat
me to this.
yeah, I'm gonna eat this and I'll win $500, and you do it, and you're like, fuck yeah. And then
So
you're like, yeah.
the beer food fun page on Facebook said I had the Warhead ones, not as sour as I was hoping. I said,
That was my initial reaction.
So far, first one in, I 100% agree with you guys. So if you want to go give some love, go check out Beer Food Fun over on Facebook.
Who makes this beer?
Oh, come here, Heidi.
Wow. She
Stand over
came
there.
in. No.
Why? No.
Because we want to get your beer face on camera.
Why is it blue?
It's a blue.
It's our beer girl, Heidi. Hi, Heidi.
So Heidi
Like,
loves
like beer.
Heidi loves Warheads. I think it tastes just like the Warheads.
You
are
might be
like-
surprised.
I
Seriously.
definitely taste the Warheads.
It's seriously a
Oh my God,
Warheads.
Heidi hates beer, by the way.
Okay, it doesn't taste that much like beer.
Does it taste like a blue Warhead?
They were gonna give that. Hey, Mikey
Oh man,
likes
she
it.
got a second nip
Wow,
on that.
a
Wow.
second drink. That never happens. Well,
That never happened.
hang out for a minute because we have 3 more coming.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do them all 3 right now, though.
It's our sixth person. They entered the fray.
All right. I'll
That
start
was
this one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know,
love
man.
that one.
This is one of these lineups so far, and this is not being like
last one
disrespectful
was
or
sour.
being mean or trying to like put anything down, but like they're all good beers, but none of them are like for me like home runs.
yeah.
No, like this is cool, like novelty of it, but I don't think I would drink more than this can.
I know the last couple episodes, I think I was like, man, 4, 4, 2, 5, 4, 4, and everyone's like, yo, you just sat there and said 3 episodes ago you're gonna protect your high scores, but like the last couple episodes,
They were
like,
killer.
People have brought like ones that they have tried. Like these, we didn't try these. These were just like they were
Sorry,
hyped.
bud.
No, I'm just saying. Like, what I'm saying is
They're
like,
not bad.
No, they're not bad at all. But like, it's not like you went to a thing and you're like, yo, I'm bringing you my favorite beer. You know what I mean? Like you're bringing you're bringing your heavy batters right off the bat. This is like, hey, I found these. Let's finally try them. One
Yeah,
of
and
those
that's
deals.
not like those Virginia. I'm like, let's try them, see what happens.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't even try them before I grabbed them. I'm like, hey, let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, whatever.
So for the blue raspberry for me, I'm gonna stay with the 325 on this one as well.
The novelty of it gives me a bump of like a 3.5 just
Yeah, that's
because
what I
it
put
really
it at.
it really tastes like the actual candy. I wish it was just a little bit sweeter just
There-
to get
there
the
is
little
still
bit
some
of
in
blue
this.
I wish it was a
raspberry
little
in
more
it.
tart.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my biggest gripe. Like,
Yeah.
I literally, I was expecting like
There's
face
just a little
puckering
bit
sour.
here, so.
I
That's
what
I'm
I mean.
a little bit
expecting, too.
bummed
I-
it's not that sour, but it's still delicious.
It is
not bad.
it is good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like this actually. This might be my favorite Warheads one that we have.
Yeah,
I like this flavor a lot.
I didn't pick the green apple like Ron said.
Man,
Thank God, dude.
So many so
Yo,
many
Yeah,
people
this might be my favorite
followed
one.
and shared the stream so far. Thank you
Nice.
guys so
Awesome.
much.
Thanks, guys and girls.
We're getting close to that 2,000 on Facebook. That'd be great. And if you guys are watching too, in the links below, we do have a Facebook group. So one of the things we're trying to do with the Facebook group is the reason we created the Facebook group and not just a like page is so you guys can interact as well. So like the Facebook group, you can make posts, you can make reviews. If you're out at a bar somewhere and you're like, hey, I just tried this beer, take a photo of your beer, give a quick review, tell us people what you think, share your Untapped pages so people can follow and we can all kind of hang out with each other. If we have open seats, we post in there like who wants to come to a show and hang out with us. We are located in Frackville, Pennsylvania. If you ever want to come hang out.
And we're one of the very few podcasts that actually brings their viewers to the show.
Yeah, we're always down to have people come hang out with
This
us.
is the only thing I've ever seen on Twitch where somebody gives out their actual location.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Send the right place. That'd be great. It'd be
We'll
hilarious.
drink a beer with them.
Yeah, they'll be like, get on the ground. Be like, 1 second. But no, like, so yeah, so join that Facebook group, come hang out with us, and you can go live in there too if you want to do your own
Yeah.
little episodes and kind of we have 4 beers and you want to try them with your friends, make your own little Bangin Beers
participate.
episodes.
It's
Or
fun.
or even pull off your best impersonation of me and being very good, pretty good.
Pretty good. All right, let's get the next Warhead out.
Okay, well, I didn't read the blue raspberry one.
Tastes like blue raspberry Warhead.
No, dude, I didn't read the whole profile of
Okay,
it.
read it.
You goof.
Blue raspberry warhead.
Tastes like blue.
Tastes like blue.
Do you like blue? Because you know this is for you.
Am I? No, it's not. My mouth's not blue.
So, Warheads Blue Raspberry Sour is our artisanal brewworks sour ale, clocking at a 5% alcohol by volume. So, imagine a blue raspberry Warhead. Now, imagine it's a beer. Drink that beer. You just drank our beer.
I'm glad that is 30 seconds our viewers are never gonna get back.
Not my fault.
It is your fault because I was like, I can tell you what that review's gonna say. Heidi, you still out there? Heidi, she's gone.
Oh, this one just looks
Something
like
right
beer.
there.
I got a little.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
got a
a-
little bit of the blue head there.
Yeah.
Because we're savages, we don't rinse our cups.
Oh, I switched
gonna be
mine out. I
green.
didn't want to go blue.
All right, now going into this one, I'm good.
Too late.
Lemon flavored in drinks are tough for me.
Now
For me, every time I have a lemon flavored in a drink, to me my brain goes to like a cleaner, like a Pine Sol. Like if I was gonna drink a Pine
Ooh, that
Sol.
smells sour.
Yeah.
this one's a little more tart.
Twice so far tonight, I've gone to smell the
Yeah,
microphone
I feel-
instead of my beer.
How sour do they compare to the Hudson Valley I brought? No, they're not Hudson Valley sour.
No,
They're-
they're more like they're
like
much
mildly tart.
Mild. They're much milder than
This one's a little more sour.
This one's more sour, but I expected that because of being lemon.
That's the power of Pine Sol,
Yeah.
baby.
I actually like
This
this one a
might-
lot more.
I don't hate it. I thought I would not
Like this tastes
because
more
of-
like a beer than it does the actual like.
Yeah, it's more of
candy.
a natural lemon flavor.
I
to
think
it.
I hate this one because it reminds me of a shandy so much,
Yeah,
just from the lemon that you get.
it's like a sour shandy.
Yeah,
Which
you're
I'm
right.
into.
I'm not a shandy guy. That's not my move.
It does taste a lot like a shandy.
Richard, that's hanging out with us on YouTube. He's from the amazing podcast we plugged in the beginning there. We're gonna see a lot more of us doing some cool stuff together. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through. I'll start right away. I'm a 3. I'm a 3 on this.
Yeah, I'd probably float with you on that. Too.
I would say lower, but I'm giving you the bump up because you went after a Warhead theme here. But I'm not a fan of lemons flavor stuff.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just something to try, like to break the monotony of like the dank IPAs or like anything like that. That's a nice little refresher. But 3 is definitely a solid, fair rating overall.
So last night I like did a fat boy thing and I ate and I wasn't really hungry, but I just like ate because I was bored, I think.
Yeah.
And I got myself so sick. Like I was like I don't know if I thought I was to the point where I thought I had food poisoning. But what reality was, I drank a half gallon of Gears iced tea and ate 2 full chicken parm subs.
Oh yeah, that'll probably do it too.
So I consumed way too much food, and I was just like grossed out, and I was like ashamed of myself. Like
Are you
fat,
more than one people?
Yeah, it's like, you
more than
fat
one people.
piece of garbage. You ate and drank that much, and my stomach hurt so bad, and then like because of the red sauce, my acid reflux is like, and I'm going into this episode with the acid reflux, and these sours are not going to help out at all.
Oh yeah.
Whew. Yeah, but I gotta change my fucking life.
I got to rethink some things.
I got like 3 bites left of that sub, and I was like, why the fuck? I'm not even hungry.
I should have a broccoli.
Why did I eat this?
You can't leave 3 bites of sub either. You gotta finish.
I
it.
did. I 100% finished it.
You
Like
have to.
It's like I'll get like the chicken and broccoli from Ricky's in Minersville, and I'm like, I'm dying by the end of it, and I'm like, I need to finish it though. It's so good.
that one is a lot more sour.
Yeah, this one's a lot like I'm doing 3.5 on this one too, but like I like this one. Like this could be a good like hot weather beer. I couldn't drink a lot of them,
Yeah.
but I could drink more than I could the blue raspberry one.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That shandy taste, it just scares me off a little bit. That's
Yeah.
all.
So
No,
what-
the lemon's tough. It's a tough sell.
So what do you rate it, Foot?
I went
You skipped
3.25 because
Oh,
I could.
okay.
But you're good.
I could drink it, but also the novelty of it is, some bonus points. Also, Art is Anal Brewworks is hilarious. So.
I like your Sean Connery there. Art is Anal Brewworks.
There ain't no bottom covers for 400.
Dude, now I want their shirt because now all I see is Art is Anal. That's That is fucking hilarious.
What if they like message them like, yo, that's actually what it is?
They'd be like,
They're
yes, we are big Sean Connery fans. Yes, we have read it like that too.
There's no way you name yourself that and you don't know that joke. It's just not possible.
If they don't have a beer within the next year, especially if someone like tags them and said like someone clipped this, if
Well,
you're
it really
watching on
might my
Twitch,
penis, man.
and if you don't have a beer called La Tits Now, like for a Christmas beer,
I'll take the penis march here for 400.
art is anal for 400. All right, let's go. Let's go another Virginia beer here.
And pretty much it was
Do
the
you get
same
Tyler?
read off then too.
You ignored Tyler.
Imagine if it's a lemon warhead.
Yeah.
It's okay,
Yeah.
bro.
No, I'm telling him he'll pull the beer out, but you're gonna still review it.
Yeah, I'll give this one a 3. Definitely a lot more sour than the blue raspberry.
Yeah, much more sour.
We're hammering out
I
the baby
probably like the
can.
blue raspberry more, the flavor
Yeah.
of that one. Yeah,
Like-
I'm not too big on lemon.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna hammer out the baby can. So.
Anal bum covers.
So I think this is one of my favorite beers that I found down there.
Ooh, it's a cool color.
This
Or not. I purposely put this one here.
this is actually also a sour. So,
Oh, okay, never mind then. I was trying to
but
switch
this
the
I
glasses.
think New Realm is kind of like the
I'm just being
Trogs of Virginia
conservative,
Beach.
guys. So don't mind me.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can
It's
give me the
still
least
Hunter,
if
so-
there's more for you guys. Go ahead. I absolutely love this one.
I had to burp.
I was like, what happened?
Anyone
Who
do
was
it?
there? I
But
was terrified from being
I'm
honest
pretty-
with you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like I said, New Realm seems to be like it is New Realm, right?
I hope so.
Hang on.
Pretty sure it's New Realm.
New Realm.
Yeah,
Yep,
so
New
I'm pretty
Realm
sure
Brewing
they're kind of
Company.
like the Trogs of Virginia Beach.
Okay.
Oh, Southern Tea. It's a Berliner Weiss.
Here, give him the can. He likes to take the photos.
Sure.
I already have a full one.
So this is
Okay.
I'm saying, do you get a photo?
do we have it? I might have this one.
Now this is the Berliner Weiss. This is like kind of like the step up from like a kettle sour in some aspects. Actually, could be a lot
It's
more
like the-
tart than anything.
The
Really? This-
classic German sour.
This
Yeah.
reminds me a lot of. Have you ever had the Terrapin Tea Time?
Yep, that's what I thought it was a better
That
version.
was
of
one
that.
of
Okay.
my favorite beers ever. So
Yeah.
like I'm super for this.
Okay.
Do they still make that?
I'm not sure.
Because I haven't seen it in a while.
So
I think this
pleasantly
has a little more
surprised
of
on
a
this
sweet
one.
teeness to it.
Mhm.
yeah, this is fantastic.
This is pleasantly surprising.
This is one that I went back to get more, and like they were out of the 6-packs. I was like,
All right.
shit.
So if you do not like drinking tea, if you're not a tea drinker,
Mhm.
this is
Get
not
the
going to
fuck
be
out.
this is
Yeah.
not going to be for you. If you are a tea drinker, this is unbelievable. So we did on Not Cool in high school for I order a thing called First Sip Brew Box. It's actually a brew box you can get. It's made here in Pennsylvania out of the Pittsburgh area. We interviewed them on the podcast page, the husband and wife team. They're fucking amazing people. So go check out First Sip Brew Box. There's like 3 different subscription levels you can get. I go for the top tier one, and they send. I usually get like a soap, a beer bomb, a T-shirt, a bunch of stickers, and then usually they throw like really cool stuff in. Like I got a bottle of hot sauce last time. I actually gave to Bob on the show, but we had a can of hopped tea, and it was black tea. And it was literally an iced tea made with
Hops.
like with hops.
Was that Hop Tea, like
Yeah,
the brand?
like
I want to try that, but like it's as much as buying IPA, so I was like, fuck it.
I'll tell you what, for being a cold tea in a can,
Because like all the YouTubers are starting to hawk that shit right now.
it was really good.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
really fucking
surprisingly
good.
good. Yeah,
it
it was
was-
super smooth, and you didn't really have that bitterness of like the
The
tea
other
as
people,
well.
on the, like Header and Bree on the show, are not beer drinkers. So when they're like, "Oh, that is very hoppy," but for us, it just tasted like tea with a little bit of that beer flavor.
It's like if you ever had the that hop water that Lagunitas does.
No,
It's just it's essentially a seltzer made with hops. It's 0% alcohol, and it's delicious. It's,
Really?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Doesn't Tired Hands do like a hopped orange juice?
I don't know, but I know that BrewDog does something now. They do like a non-alcoholic.
It's a great
beer,
time
like
to
a
be
Oh,
a
they have
recovering
actually an
alcoholic
IPA.
for
It's
sure.
like a non-alcoholic IPA.
and it's like you could drink during your pregnancy,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh shit, like you just went there.
Yeah, I think
BrewDog.
Tired Hands. They used to do a can release. I think it was a hopped orange juice.
Nice.
Oh man, they're supposedly their homemade or handmade sodas are actually pretty
Yeah.
decent too. They made like a blood orange vanilla soda.
Oh, nice. You know what?
So-
I feel like we had them when we were there the one time.
They should can that shit, really. Like
I
they should expand the market a little bit, do the sodas as well. They might as well.
So,
So-
while we have a bunch of people in the chat hanging out, once again, if you guys are watching this and you haven't done so already, hit the like, share, subscribe, whatever you got to do. If you hit that share button, that definitely helps us out. The best way we can have more people to tune in every Friday here with us is word of mouth. It's the best way to make podcasts work. We do have
Yes.
links below that you can follow us on all
Yes.
social media. And if you are hanging out and you're watching and you have a beer with you tonight, type in the chat. Tell us what you're drinking.
Yes.
Maybe we'll look at it. We had a show first last week, so not only do like every now and then we'll get like a brewery, cheers our post on Chapter. They'll like our post saying thank you. First time ever a brewery like that one beer of the night shared in their Instagram story like we won beer of the night on
Yeah.
this podcast.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
For
That's right.
80 episodes, and it's only happened once.
Yeah.
And it was the beer living here in Allentown. Awesome can. I just as literally as I was about to say it, I had a brain fart. It's a collaboration
With Brew Daddy.
Brew Daddy
Yeah.
and who was the other one? I knew Brew Daddy.
Brew Daddy and McCall Brewing Collective.
McCall, yes, McCall. Yep. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can't like that's so cool that happened. I was like, wow. I give all the credit to Beer You Are guys because they got that pull, they got that social media swag.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it from them, from Beer You Are, and also.
If
you
you're
know,
listening,
McCall.
if you're listening to us right now, go check out on all social media platforms, Instagram, definitely Instagram because they do a lot of Instagram videos and interviews with breweries and people in the beer world. Beer You Are. Also, go check them out on all social media all podcast platforms, and you can listen to their podcast. I just listened to their I think they're only like 8 episodes in when it comes to like what you can listen to stream wise. The last episode was them and their wives. It was absolutely fantastic. I thought it's a really quick, easy listen. I think it was like 35, 40 minutes. It was done. It sounded clean. It was awesome. Like they're on their way.
They are very particular with their times, which I don't mind. They're just like they're set in their ways. Like, all right, we're like 10 minutes in. We have 10 minutes left. Da 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 da. Like
They're
whenever it's
structured.
yeah, and it's just pretty wild how they can get that stuff in at that time frame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we have. I know we
I
have
get
like a
drunk and
structure.
distracted easy.
We try and get it within
yeah.
like an hour and a half, 2 hours. But we kind of like
We're structured chaos.
I
structured.
think the first
chaos.
time I
I
was
let-
here, we did like 3 hours.
We go on
or
the
something.
tangents.
Yeah, so like for the most part, there's sometimes where I just let it go, but there's most times where I let you guys go off on a tangent a little bit. But I'm watching the time. We always stay around an
Yeah.
hour, 45 minutes.
Just because you're watching the time doesn't mean I'm watching. I can see it in the corner of my eye over here.
Yeah. Well, that time's different than that time.
But still, though.
Yeah. Anyway, this beer,
Time is relevant,
the Southern Tea.
I like this one.
This was absolutely fantastic. This is probably the best tea beer I've ever had. The next closest one for me would be probably I believe it was Rusty Rail's peach tea one.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
That one was really good. I'm torn between a 3.754 on this. I'm gonna say 3.75 just for now. But this is a banger. I like this a lot. What is this? The ABV in this? 4.8.
4.8.
Very low ABVs tonight.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
most sours typically are.
Who does this, John?
This is
is-
New Realm Brewing.
No problem, Rick.
6.5 was the Jerry Garcia.
I think that's the highest of the night.
Yeah, so far.
But yeah,
Yeah, I really like this one. I could definitely hammer a 6-pack of this, no questions asked, and I probably wouldn't get sick of it. Maybe
No.
maybe after like the 5th one, I'd be like, I'll question myself, but then I'll go for
this
the
is a
6th.
good like hang out in the yard, play cornhole,
That's so good.
fucking like hang out in the yard beer.
I want to sit on a porch so bad right now.
I cranked down like 2 6-packs on the beach with this.
That's my new thing, man. I just
You
love
porching.
sitting on my
I
porch.
just want to porch it so bad. Just sit on the porch, drink this beer. That's
Yep, I cranked these down. This was my beach beer once I found it. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
and then I went to get an
absolutely.
extra 6-pack to bring home, and the store right by our place was out of them. I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's
Man,
that's
yeah,
really good.
that's a tough one to really beat, to tell you the truth. I really like that one. So
All right, boss.
Yeah.
Let's get the next one ready. Who didn't review yet? Who didn't get a score?
I think you're the only one that scored it.
all of us.
You're the only one that
Yeah,
scored it.
sorry.
So
So
far.
far, you.
Tyler, go ahead.
I'm giving this one like a 4.
4.
Yeah, this
Nice.
is that was it's like refreshing. Like it's a great beer.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This would be like a good if you're playing a show and you have a couple
Okay.
bears on stage.
Oh my god, yeah.
Dude, like Scoop
I'm
Stock
sick of
last
this
year when it was
goddamn
like
light
hell
shit.
yeah.
when it was like sun cranking down.
I
Hell
know.
yeah.
All we have on stage ever is like Miller Lite.
Keystones.
I brought
Oh,
like I remember
yeah,
I was
I
like I had like Dogfish had Sequence Ale the whole day. You know, I had like
and
a
a
little
bottle
pour
and
on
a bottle
merch
of Jack
table.
Daniels. We just hit the year anniversary for Skook Stock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And everybody at this
What?
table was a part of it.
Your wife was
Yeah.
like, I have to check your bag. I was like,
that's
no.
true.
She's like, what do you mean? I was like, no. Like, there's stuff in here I don't want you to see. Like, I'm going to sit at the table. I'm going to get drunk all day. Like, no.
Well, she didn't know like half the people, so she was probably like, but yeah, Skook Stock was amazing. If people who don't know, I somehow I got a bunch of bands together and we threw an epic
The end of that
festival
was awesome.
We had, 8 bands total?
Yeah, I think so.
8 bands.
It was
Two of them were national touring acts with Crowbot and Fate's Got a Driver, and then the rest were all local. Like our like friends of ours are all local bands. It was in the middle of like a giant field, and we named it Skookstock, and it was an absolute banger.
A great time.
Oh, it's so much fun.
We do. If you go on the Skookstock Facebook page, I actually made a Teespring account. So I have the 2 logos: the bird, the crow on the guitar string that looks like it's a logo spoof, and the coal miner one, because a lot of that stuff.
One that Big Chuck did.
Yeah, so a lot of that stuff we couldn't get. Yeah, we couldn't get people on T-shirts or anything like that. So if you want that logo to remember that Skookstock, and anything that makes that can go to the next show, or if I make a big enough chunk, I can split up to the bands that were a part of it again. So if you're interested, if you were part of Skookstock or you were there and you had a great time and you're like, man, I wish I had a T-shirt to remember it by, it is available. Just head over to the Facebook page.
Every time I see Cool Dave wear his Skookstock shirt that he got, I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't get one. They packed up and left.
Yeah. That's why I made the page too. So you can definitely get a Skook, and it you can get in different colors and stuff. It looks
It's a nice
cool.
shirt.
It's a yeah.
I'll never forget those sunburned calves. I'll never forget my sunburned calves.
Rip, Ben.
Good times indeed. So I just want to read off the description for Southern Tea by New Realm Brewing Company. It's a sour Berliner Weiss, clocking at 4.8% alcohol by volume. They're from Atlanta, Georgia. They're a regional brewery. Southern style Berliner Weiss that embodies the half tea, half lemonade classic made popular by golf's one and only The King. That's probably Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
Southern
Arnie
Tea
P.
is reminiscent of the classic Arnold Palmer drink, there we go, with the perfect blend of tea and lemonade. Tart lemons, the sweetness of the lemonade, and rich tea flavors give this sour ale a slightly sweet flavor while still showcasing the tart taste of a Berliner Weiss. That's definitely, it's 100%
Yeah.
like
I've got a
you
question
mix
about
some
that
teas.
beer.
Go ahead.
You said you hammered down like 2 6-packs on the beach. Is that a hangover beer?
No.
Really? That's got for me. It's got enough sweet. I would have been scared of that.
I mean, it's low enough ABV.
That
So,
has the right amount. That has
4.8.
everything going for it. It's not super sweet. It tastes exactly how it's described.
I mean, that was over 2 days.
I mean,
so-
it was
'cause-
delicious.
But
That's
also,
the
like, with some
problem.
IPAs dumped in between. But
That's definitely one I would definitely hover 3.75 or 4, but I would go with the 4 just solely because it tastes exactly like
Yeah.
it's described. You can drink a whole lot of them. It's a very refreshing beer, and not only that, the suds at the end of it. It reminds me when I was a kid, my mom used to make like the Nest tea
Oh, you would
and like the
stir it up,
powdered
yeah.
stuff, and then
Yeah.
it was like that, the tea bubbles.
Yep.
And I would just, eat them up because I was a
Yeah.
weird kid
We
like
were
that.
we were 4C
I'm
pour.
not shocked. I'm not shocked at all.
but no, I
was
was
a weird kid.
delicious.
I gave this 4.25. I absolutely love it. Like
Yeah.
this, like I don't know if the beach swayed me, but this thing, it was killer. I absolutely loved it.
Rightfully so. It
hit
is.
the
That is a
4.25.
very
Yeah.
standard. That's a very great.
Like you mentioned the
rating for it.
terrapin tea time. Like I really like that too. I thought this one was a little bit better.
I haven't had.
Can
the
you
tea
only
time
get
in
that
so
down there?
long that I'm
Like-
not
I
sure.
don't know what their distribution range is because like they have like a big brewery in Virginia Beach. Like I passed it on the way to the beach I was going to each day, but we didn't get a chance to go to it. But they also have a one in Georgia too. So I don't know what their
That's
range
very
is.
good.
So I'm gonna
That's
say they
very
probably
good.
have a little bit
That's
more. if
like
you look
something
for
like
it.
to go out of your way to find.
Yeah.
because that's a very good.
Yeah, I really
good beer.
really
You wanna take a
enjoyed
trip?
that.
Let's go road trip.
I'm gonna
Oh,
give the
shit.
After the show, we're going.
I'm gonna give the, yeah,
We're
right
road
after the
tripping.
show.
Let's go.
Give the chat some love here, Steven. What's going on, Steve? He said, "Hey studs." Rich says, "Yeah, they cap us on Instagram, or they would run longer sometimes." I did not know that. So if you go live on Instagram, they cap your time. And Justin Geist, is that Geist? Said 4.5. Those are rookie numbers. and he said, unless you're drinking a case. And he said, the streets love Cheesefoot. There you go.
The streets love me. I'm for it.
Get ready for his new porn career.
Yeah. We just talked about that in the early show. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out and chatting in the chat,
Yeah.
man. The comment section definitely helps us. Definitely, on every. So if you're not a social media guys, usually when the comment section gets bigger, it lets the page that you're streaming from say, hey, this is a happening page, and it kind of bumps us up a little bit so more people get attention or shows
And that's
off.
cool. Justin Geist is one of my buddies. That's the one that I told you the shit the pants story. That's the guy.
Wait,
What?
Put his fucking business out there. Let's do it.
no. Ben shit his pants.
I thought you were saying you shit his pants.
No,
like he let you
no,
borrow
no,
some
no.
pants or something.
No,
So
I
Ben
said the
shit-
shit the pants story. Like,
Ben shit his pants at his house.
I remember that. I was here for that.
I
I was here for that story.
Yeah.
Now that you say it.
But no, he's the guy. But hey, Justin, thanks for tuning in. I know I came in an awkward moment there, but Glad that you're watching.
Jake, if you want to go back and look at our back history, somewhere in one of those episodes, Ben tells an amazing story at the time he walked around your house with a load of shit in his pants trying to find garbage bags.
If it helps, I was here.
Yeah.
So you only have like 3 to look for.
Kelly says, "Who's this Cheesefoot stud?"
Oh,
Oh no,
shit.
sorry.
What?
Who is this? Who is this stud Cheesefoot?
That's me.
Yeah, it's him. Check him out. He's starting up a Pornhub account.
You know it.
And
I already have a
OnlyFans.
Pornhub
I was gonna
account.
say, you do have one already. It's
Yeah.
An OnlyFans too. I heard an OnlyFans from you, Cheesefoot.
I don't know if I could charge people. That's my problem.
Yo, I just found out today that Enzo Amore has an OnlyFans. So OnlyFans isn't
What?
just for like
Yeah.
boobies and buttholes.
Well, I mean,
He's probably got a butthole.
he's got
Yeah.
a butthole.
I mean,
I knew that he had one.
Did you?
Yeah.
You
I think I follow him on
You
Twitter.
knew
or
he had a
something. No, I
butthole.
didn't see it. I did not go on it. No.
No, I don't think he's naked. I just think he does I think he uses it to like interact
just
with
like yeah,
diehard
just like
fans.
exclusive.
Dude, I met him.
content, I guess.
He's a sweetheart.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen a video of him talking about his license?
No.
It's my favorite video in the world.
He's
just like he's like the state of Delaware is making me change my my signature on my license, and he shows you his license. He's like, it's an E and an A, and it's very clearly a dick drawn out of an E and an A. It's fantastic.
Enzo is the fucking man. All right, so we got Pond Hopper here, another Smartmouth Brewing Company. This is a limited release.
Yeah, talk about bringing the smart mouth to the show, Andy.
They were in walking distance of the house.
Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Hey, we wanted to try something different
Yeah.
besides, doing that one trick pony or that one hit
Yeah.
wonder beer.
Like I figured, I just
So-
like the last day we were there. I'm like, you know what? Let's see what we have. What cans you got? I got there like 10 minutes before they were closing, so I was able to pound a beer and grab like 2 4-packs.
So as I'm drinking this, I'm picking something up, but I can't figure out what the hell it is.
When I took a whiff of it, it almost smelled like that one right here. I'm like, yeah,
I'm
it makes sense now.
I'm gonna
that you're
I'm
saying
gonna
smart mouth. That's why I had to double check.
I'm in a different glass, so there's no cross contamination. All right, so far for me, this is my favorite beer so far of the night. Like this is the beer I would drink all day.
Yeah, this one is a decent one.
Yeah, this is definitely one that's, it has that little bit of that, like, that hoppiness with it, and also it's very dry at the end.
Yeah,
it's
I was
an
gonna say this
easy
is a
one
dry.
that's like-
Yeah, I was getting a lot of dryness out of it.
So it's like,
Totally.
I'm not saying like it's like lager crispy, but it has like that certain hop crisp
Yeah,
to it.
it is. It is. It's a lot. It's bright.
Right.
This is
Yeah, this is-
throw that on. Tyler, we're gonna start with you here. What are you scoring this?
I'll get.
God
I
damn,
think
this
this is a
can gets
3.75. Yeah, this is a good one, but yeah, it
fucking
definitely tastes like the dryness of it. It's good.
375.
3.75.
Cheesy. Cheesy? You're getting blown up in the chat, man.
Cheesy.
Holy
I know.
shit. Am I
Damn.
Cheesy
popular?
bread.
Stud's getting
Shit,
thrown around
yeah.
like crazy. We got hard eyes. Like people
Fuck
love
yeah.
people are loving the cheese foot.
Now
Love
I'm going
it.
to disappoint them and tell them I only gave this beer 3
Okay.
because
Really? Oh, 3.
it's good and I can drink it, but I wouldn't order it.
Really?
I wouldn't send it back. I wouldn't order it.
I want the
I'd have-
gabagool, and if it's not
Yeah,
a
this
gut,
one I'd
if-
have more. Totally.
If it's not enough
Gabagool.
gabagool, I send it back. Ben, where are you scoring it?
I probably would give it I would probably give it a 3.5.
Wow.
I don't know, like,
Maybe just me. Maybe it's Maybelline.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 3.5.
Maybe you were born with it.
3.5.
Like it's decent. It's a good. Like I could drink. Well, I could crank these down, but
Yeah.
like I don't think it's anything crazy. It's not bad by any means, but it's not
That would
anything.
be-
It doesn't blow my mind either.
Put it this way,
I think
it's like
a super solid IPA.
Yeah, I agree.
put it this way, it's kind of like one song on an album that like have like a whole bunch of cool stuff on the album, and then you listen to this and you're like, okay, nice little break. That's exactly what this beer is.
So here's what just happened to me here. I was gonna give this a 4, right? And then like
and we swayed you.
I walked into the locker room and you guys all took your shirts off, and
BDE.
and I was like,
And you had just had 2 chicken parm subs.
yeah, and a half gallon of iced tea, and I was like, I'm going 3.75. Like I lost my confidence. Like I was gonna.
No, it's
I think
super.
this is a
It's
good
good.
one.
It's
Yeah.
not
I
bad,
think
but
it's
like
a
I said,
good one.
it's super solid.
I think
like I don't think it's quite a 4.
I think for me,
I wouldn't be mad at it for.
Yeah,
I'd
I
say
think for me,
3.75,
compared to the
but I
rest of the lineup, that's my go-to style of beer right there. So I think compared to what we're trying tonight, I think that's where it's kind of tricking me too. Whereas like oh, this is the beer like for
Yeah,
me.
I mean, like normal drinkers outside of the sour, like this, I agree on that.
Yeah.
Like that'd be my more
Mhm.
go-to on this.
Yeah, so Pond Hopper is another smart mouth brewing company American IPA, clocking at 6.4% alcohol by volume. This is also brewed with the microbrewery Moongazer, the Norfolk Brew House, Hindrington, Fakenham, Norfolk, England. So there's a lot going on there with that. Brewed in honor of International Norfolk Day. This beer is a collaboration between Smart Mouth and Norfolk, Virginia, and our brethren from the Norfolk Brew House in Norfolk County, England, to honor our similar history, common name, and shared devotion to beer. Together, we endeavored to make a beer using ingredients from both sides of the Atlantic, with a hint of passion fruit and grapefruit. Pond Hopper Pale Ale marries the malty flavor that the British savor with the hoppiness that Americans favor.
Well, that
Were
makes
we
sense.
supposed to drink this warm?
No,
Isn't that,
You
isn't
can.
that
I
you can do whatever
We
you
British
want.
could.
It's America. You can live life.
Yeah, we are American.
Every
We're
time you
violently
say
American.
pond hopper, all I hear is pond hockey.
Jeez, another cheesefoot comment.
Holy
You-
shit, they love me.
We're gonna get a haircut. No, man, I'm growing it back. I'm going back. I want my hair to cover my nips like Alanis Morissette. Right before I started this podcast, like 2 years ago, I had really, really long hair, and I grew it out, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna cut it, and then I cut it, and I was like, that was a mistake.
I know. I regret mine. I regret cutting mine.
Yeah, so I'm you know what? This COVID, I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing the hair.
I'm
I'm
trying to grow it, and then I'm like, I can't fucking do it.
Dude, once
No,
it,
I can't
once
do
it
helmet
hits,
hair
You had to,
anymore.
yeah.
right when it hits
When-
that over the ear part, you're like, I fucking hate my life. And then when you're growing it, you get to that, can I speak to the manager level, where your whole hair is right here? That's annoying. That's so it's either do I look like a soccer mom? Do I look like a lady who's gonna call the cops on a black guy walking his dog, or do I want to look? Do I look like a hipster with a man bun? And I go man bun every time.
Dudes don't get the Karen haircut. You gotta rock the. You remember Kyle from all, what was it from all
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Where it's just that server. Yeah, dude, it's just, your hair can be fine that long. It's
Dude,
fine,
I got
dude.
mine got to like almost man bun, but then Rich is like, you look like a fucking asshole.
You
I'm
got
like,
a fresh cut though. You killing it over there.
Yeah.
I know.
Wait, if you
Sorry.
grow yours long on it, see what I did is I had the same haircut as you,
No.
and I just kept growing the top longer and longer and longer.
if
and
if we lived in the cold and I could wear a beanie all year round, I would totally do it. But my head like is shaped stupidly, so all hats look like I look like a fucking dickhead with
Yeah.
most hats.
I
on.
have like a fucking like recession, like my
I
head
have, like, a
goes like
flat
all the way
spot on
like
the back of my head.
Like I kind of get
So
like
you-
that
look
like
what you did here,
xenomorph.
Steve. Look what you did here, Steve. Now we're all talking about our heads.
Yeah, it's like I have like that xenomorph like back head like
Yeah, I have, like, a
extra
flat
space.
You
spot.
have
and,
that,
and people are like, "You have a big head," but I'm like, "I never did." I'm like, I look at myself at the podcast, and I'm like,
fuck. I got a big
"I do
head.
have a fucking big head." Holy
you,
fuck!
you have the Tobey Maguire black suit Spider-Man walking through the street emo haircut right now.
I know. Now, if I had my helmet hair, dude, like I can just like part it back, and it would be fucking instant mullet. It's like instant mullet. Whenever if I had it really long, and
Alright.
I can't do that
Next beer,
anymore.
Ben.
Okay.
You're the gatekeeper.
No, the beer.
I want to come back for Not Cool in High School and talk shit about that Spider-Man movie, if that's okay. I'll save that for another day, but I want to go.
Hey, we
in
got
on that
time. We're
Spider-Man.
making progress.
Oh fuck! I forgot that Batman comic for you too.
Oh
I'm
shit.
the worst.
It's all right.
I also forgot I had this. Big,
I think this might be
this
it, yeah.
big barrel of plums at home I was going to bring with me, but I forgot them.
I'm not a
Why the
plum-
have you have a fucking barrel of plums cheese foot?
So
Why
I
not?
stopped at this random roadside fruit stand on the drive home.
oh
the
yeah,
other
I
day.
read on your stories.
How much
yeah.
cheese is too much cheese?
They had they're called Mirabelle plums. They're French. They're illegal to import. You cannot bring them from France to America because the insects that eat them are highly invasive.
Are
so
French.
you just cannot bring them to this country. So if you've ever had them, they were grown here, and they're not meant to grow in our climate, so they don't really grow here. So I actually haven't. It's my favorite fruit in the world, and I haven't had it in
So in
about
other words,
7
you-
years.
So in
And
other
I saw it,
words,
and I bought everything they had,
Mhm.
and I stopped the next day, and they had more, and I bought everything they fucking had again.
so in other words, you actually have some forbidden fruit.
Yeah,
Damn, man.
illegal plums. Who knew?
It has a nice cherry smell to
This
it.
one smells amazing.
Ooh, that smells like candy.
Yeah, it's exactly kind of what I thought it was going to be.
They all taste like this Warhead once you got the sour off.
Let me guess
Yeah.
the description.
It's
you
the
like
same
Warheads? Do you like beer?
Here's a Warhead beer.
yeah,
Speaking of
that's
hair,
our beer. No questions asked.
check out this new hat I got today.
Man, Tony's showing off. Oh, you got the old
Cool
school
as hell.
WWF.
Yeah. So
Hat.
what's that app again that you got me on?
I think it's Depop.
Depop. Depop is like a.
They have. Oh my god.
It's like a thrift shop.
It's the yeah. It's the thrift shop of like the best stuff like ever.
You just type in vintage
Yeah.
shit and it just filled. Like I typed in Rusty Wallace
Yeah.
and found a trucker
Dude.
hat of Rusty Wallace when he drove the Kodak car, and I was like, I'm buying that hat. Like, and then when I went to checkout, they're like, dude, you're gonna love this WWF one. I was like, you're right.
I do love it. Yeah, just type in like
You know me.
like vintage wrestling, like vintage NASCAR, like
Depop, yeah.
anything.
It's a
I gotta
great.
sign
And
up
it's,
for it.
it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's dude.
my
Now,
buddy told me I should sell all my old band shirts on there. He said that
Yeah.
they sell real high on
Yeah,
there.
you can
here's-
sell at a good
there's
price,
people who
like-
there's a Rusty Wallace shirt on there because like me and Tyler are making this like we're forming a gang and our
We're pretty
gang
much.
and our gang's gonna be like you have to rock old NASCAR shit. So like when the bar scenes open back up and we can go and go shows, like me and Tyler are gonna roll up with like the
Yep.
old racing jackets.
Nice.
So oh sorry, I got the beer burps. But the problem is, I found this Rusty Wallace shirt and it's just a 2 and it has lightning bolts going through the 2. The guy asked $300 for the shirt.
Oh my
and I was
god.
like, eat it, dick. I'm not paying that.
Yeah, there's a lot of the stuff on there is pretty pricey, but phenomenal stuff. Like it's crazy.
Bro, I wish might be the only episode I'll ever say this is I kind of wish we had a stout somewhere in here because these sours are fucking me up.
Well, I brought a triple along.
Of course
if
you
we
did.
could. Of course I
A
did.
triple IPA.
Yeah.
It's not scratching my itch here. We'll just get through this lineup. Oh, if you guys are watching too, thank you guys so much. This is probably the highest viewer count we had in a long time across all 3 platforms. This is
Yeah.
unbelievable. We are going to be going live again tomorrow night. Probably 9:30ish. I'm not 100% sure on the
Okay,
time.
yeah.
So follow us on social media, or just like I said, hit the like or follow on the page to find out exactly when that's going to be. Tomorrow we're going to have maybe just me, Ben, and Bob. Unless anyone in the area wants to come join us, we have a really cool lineup of all evergreen beers.
Yeah.
So
Stick around for the beer. Well, come for the beer. Stick around for the banter.
sure. I mean, if that's what you're into. Yeah, but so tomorrow we have another episode coming, and then next week we're going to do the same thing where we may do a Friday, Saturday episode because we're getting to the point where, like, so I
We want to catch up with our backlog.
Yeah,
and
we wanna
want
get
to
through the
get rid
backlog.
of the beers before they're spoiled.
spoiled or just too old.
Yeah,
like-
we don't want them to sit any longer because learning from the past mistakes. Just living on beers.
we went back to back guests.
yeah,
And the guest brought the beers, and so
Yeah.
and then we went to buy beers for our episode, and then we found all these really cool Evergreen Tattered Flag beers. So we're like, man, we gotta have them.
yeah.
So we're gonna try to get through those, and then I do have another person who he went out and bought 4 beers, and he wants to do them on the show.
That's cool.
My
yeah,
buddy Brian. So he's gonna join us one of these weeks, and he's gonna bring his 4 beers. I think they're all 4 that we've had before, but he hasn't, so he wants to experience them with us. So
and I'll tell you what. When we were at,
Are you gonna
when
shit
we
all
were-
over his dreams?
maybe.
I know that for a fact that we had the triple that triple one, the Phantasma one for
yeah,
It's Just
yeah.
Beer. That's a really solid triple. Like I would say, like I would kind of rank that like number 2, like
ghost
number 2
pepper
of my
Oof.
triples. They made
It's
a
not
solid.
hot.
No, it's not at all. It's just
No.
more of like a bell pepper or a bell like just like a regular pepper flavor at the end of it
tastes
with a
fucking- it tastes
triple. It's
fantastic.
different. It's really different and definitely one of those beers. If anyone joins us, it's definitely one of those beers that you should really try out and really appreciate. It's
We have
a really
3,
solid
we have 3
one.
versions
What's
of the
that
beer.
spot up in Hazleton?
Which one?
Oh, Humboldt Tap.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
We
love
went
that
up there
place.
one time. I went with Bishop, and they had 4 different
Really?
pepper
Sorry, that
beers
was
on
annoying
tap.
me.
And I was like, "Fuck it, flight of all 4 pepper beers." And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, through the second one, I'm like, "Was the absolute worst decision of my entire life." Like, can I just have something else? Like, I don't care. Just give me anything else.
I'm rocking the Bishop T-shirt tonight.
Fudge yeah.
Bishop, our buddy, he's in a band called Crowbot, and they're fucking unbelievable. So go search those guys. And also, he did a special edition T-shirt for Steel
So cool.
Panther. So this is his art on a Steel Panther shirt, and this is gonna go down in history for me as the most expensive T-shirt I ever bought.
$40.
Around because I had to buy an online ticket to pay for a concert. So I had to pay $15 for the ticket concert plus tax. And then once you have access to this like online concert
You can
venue,
buy all that stuff.
then they had special merch that was only dedicated for the people who bought the ticket, and that's where you can get the special edition Bishop shirt. So I was like, I have to.
I was going to buy the
maybe
shirt
watch the
until I
show.
saw you had to buy the ticket.
Well, the cool thing was I couldn't watch the show because we were doing a podcast that night. But the thing is, if you buy the $15 ticket, you get access to a page on their website, and you get the concert, and you get like 2 other DVDs. So I could
nice.
watch like Live in Lexi's Mom's Garage and stuff. So I could like see all those other so you're not just paying, like you get access to like their whole digital library.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. But I needed to have this shirt.
It's
Like
a fucking cool
it's like
shirt.
my
Yeah,
it's
that's
our
beautiful.
buddy and my favorite band of ever. My favorite band of ever of all time. All right.
All-time
Yo, I
ever.
want a Satchel signature fucking guitar so bad.
Yeah.
The fucking tiger stripe Charvel, I think is sick.
Did you ever?
It's like neon green tiger stripes with black.
Bishop played it.
I want it so bad.
He played it. He went up and played.
Oh,
Yeah.
you really
He has a
got me.
purple one,
Van
too.
Halen.
Yeah, he played. And then Eddie got to play Lexi's bass.
oh,
Was it
wow.
covered in
That
lip
was
gloss?
great.
Huh?
It was covered in lip gloss.
Yeah, and the hairspray. Yeah, it's fucking dude. I love that band. They're so much fun. We'll start with you, Cheesefoot. What do you think of this Black Cherry Extreme Sour Warhead Art is Anal beer?
First of all, I'm having a lot of fun typing in art is anal every time because it's how I read it in my head. I spell everything out because I'm dumb. But this is my favorite one out of all of them so far.
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
still wish that they were more sour. But it's giving you everything that it advertises. It's giving you, this is candy and beer.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's absolutely just
Oh, yeah.
candy and beer.
100%. It definitely is. I would go with you on that one, Cheesefoot.
What's your score?
Oh,
while you're
4, by the way.
there? Okay, 4.
I would probably say this is actually one of the better Warheads beers as well. It has that nice little black cherry flavor to it. It's not syrupy. It tastes like you scraped off, as Andy would say, scrape off all the sour
Yeah, it's
and
literally what
put
it
it into
tastes
a
like.
beer. I would probably say this would definitely be a decent 3.75 for me.
I'm with you on
and
that.
that's definitely, it's not like a knock, but definitely it has one of those better flavor profiles versus the blue raspberry or the lemon. If we're gonna go about it then too.
But it's not bad.
Wait till we get the green apple.
I won't.
Final
I-
one.
I stick with my 3.5 still across
Yep.
the series. Like it's not something I would like.
And
I get
a
it.
2 coming up on the green apple.
I get it. Negative points on the green apple just because it's green apple. Like I get it. It tastes what it's supposed to be. I couldn't drink more than this can.
No.
Honestly, I probably
yeah,
I
couldn't.
could not
do
I
that.
could probably
The
couldn't.
can. Would
I
be
like
tough.
that they
Yeah.
sell the 4-pack as a mix as well.
Yeah.
There's
like-
no watermelon. There's 5 flavors. That's
I
what
know.
pisses
That's what
me
I was
off.
actually just going to mention. There's a watermelon,
one
which I'll
more.
be very curious to try because most watermelon beers I ever have are fucking awful.
Yeah.
Like they usually
That's probably why
don't.
it didn't do
They
it.
have to
like-
go heavy puree to get the water.
They don't.
Flavor.
They don't have the only one that's decent is like Green Zebra from Founders. They have a
I got one for you
watermelon
when you're
goza.
done.
But every other watermelon, like Hell or High watermelon from 21st
I love
Amendment.
I was just
Hell or
gonna
High
mention that
watermelon.
one. Yeah.
Like it's so muted. There's Roy Pitts did like a watermelon
Roy
lager.
Pitts,
I think.
everything is terrible.
But there's a few other watermelon beers I've had. I'm like it's just like.
Do you
No.
have the Terrapin watermelon goza?
I think I'm pretty. Yes, I have.
Dumb sour, but it's good.
Yeah, it's all right. But like I think the only one I really like is that Green Zebra.
I had that 21st Amendment Hell or High watermelon. I thought that one was just like
It's all right. I mean, it's a
if you
Hefeweizen.
if you want something with like a little bit of watermelon, but you also want it to taste like a beer, then too, that would be right up Tony's alley. With that, that's just a solid drinking beer.
Yeah,
like
I mean
you
it's
just want
okay.
to
I just
have
like
a little bit of flavor
for the
to your beer.
watermelon side of it. I'm like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. Like I'd be very curious to try the watermelon one if we can get a
Yeah.
hold of it.
I guess we're being Twitch rated, which is awesome. The guys, he wrote some words that if I say them together, I'm going to sound like a Nazi.
Oh no.
Which is awesome. I love it. Thank you guys for hanging out, even though you're trying to troll. I love it. Uncle Dan,
love
Uncle Dan watching on Facebook. He said, "When's Andy Hare's band playing again? Which
Oh.
one?"
Oh yeah, which one?
Thank you.
We don't know either.
Don't you
Hand
dare
Resist,
give me
I'm-
more of that.
Hand Resist, I'm still working. We're working on vocals for our EP, and Faith in Exile, we're currently in writing mode since Rona. Dan, are you home from California yet is the main question. And then we also have Look at Cheesy going for the sours. Sheets is releasing a watermelon beer. I haven't had the hot dog one.
Did we?
You
Did I
You know
not
what?
bring you that?
I keep trying to find it, but none of our sheets have
I've got one.
Do you?
Yeah, I think I got a 4-pack still.
I have
Do
it.
you really?
It's,
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty
It's
sure.
it's a super solid West Coast IPA.
It's a pretty good
Cactus-
beer.
It doesn't taste like water. It doesn't taste like what's it called?
Cactus
And
says-
supposedly it
Water.
was like $8 a 4-pack. Am
yeah,
I right on that?
It's like $7.99
Well,
a 4-pack.
it didn't sell well, and at the sheets where we got them from, they were down to like $2 a 4-pack.
Oh my
or
god! I would have bought the
something.
case.
Wow.
Like it's a solid West Coast IPA.
Talk about cheap beer. Holy shit.
Warheads drinks and beers. That's unbelievable.
That smells fucking terrible.
What do you
I
call it?
sound like a fucking
Bro, it
broken
smells
bike
terrible.
there.
It says, "What do you call a
Oh.
group of white men and a mic?" A
Oh
podcast.
my god, yeah.
I like it. I like that joke. That's
I actually
hilarious.
thought I was gonna like this one, but based on the smell, like I don't know.
Oh,
I hate green apple, so I'm not looking for this. So I'm just trying to give some
this is fucking terrible.
Cactus says, "You are
don't
being
wanna.
invaded. This is a threat." I like it. Sounds kinky.
Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack, baby. It doesn't smell terrible.
I got ropes.
I think it smells fucking
I like
awful.
what you did there.
It tastes better than it smells,
I think it tastes like fucking.
but it's still not good.
That's really strong green apple.
Yeah.
That is like the strongest green apple I've ever had.
Whew.
Do not
That's like Pilgaroos. Miss Lippy drives a green car. But
Thank you very much.
Are you guys familiar?
Lippy.
Are you guys familiar with a little game called "Show Me How Much You Love It"?
No.
I'm gonna teach you my favorite beer drinking game.
And this
When
you chug
someone
it.
says "Show me how much you love it," you are required by the game's rules to show me how much you love it.
Okay.
Show me how much you love it.
I don't know if I can vomit in the cut.
That's how
I
much
don't
I
wanna
didn't
play
want to
this
drink that
one.
beer.
That was tough. That was tough.
Yeah, this is
I have a
tough one to
triple
drink.
marshmallows if anyone's interested in them too. So I just brought one can.
Why?
So I made a mistake.
Why?
I
Can
made
we get the watermelon instead?
I made a mistake of asking Uncle Dan a question and required him to type it back to me. I forgot you're with Faith. So I'm glad they came back. That wasn't that terrible. He's getting better. Uncle Dan sometimes looks like he elbow drops his phone 14 times and hits send. He looks at it and goes, "Looks good to me," and hits send. We have so much hot dog beer, we're practically giving them away.
Oh my
Emma,
God.
next time he comes, make sure he send him with a hot dog beer. I want to try it. Even
Oh
though,
my god!
but,
I thought that was the average. Wait, is that the average or is that one of my? That was you, did it? I'm not gonna ruin your score, but I thought that was the average score, and I was like, "There's just no fucking way."
all right, so for this beer, I'll just go a 2. I hate to do it. If I had to score it, I'm not going to score it on Untappd, but I would give it a 2. It's not for me. I'm going into it. I knew I'm not a green apple fan, so I would give it a 2. But it's
Am I supposed to not?
I'm gonna be an
Dude, the
asshole because I think
aftertaste-
this is goddamn
the
terrible.
aftertaste
I gave
is
it the
so-
lowest rating I possibly could, 2.25. This is disgusting.
Yeah, the aftertaste is enough.
It is
rough.
not good. It tastes like fake, disgusting green apple. It smells like
Do we
vomit.
have another beer?
Sorry.
Okay. thank
Sorry.
I got the
Artisanal, I
and then-
apologize.
This is kind of what I think
We
like
have
window
one of his.
cleaner would taste
What?
like.
you. Do we have his? Any?
We're done on mine.
No, we practically wrapped Andy's up.
Shit.
So
I'm gonna
like,
leave
I
a
don't want anyone to
comment.
triple.
Why did you not give us the watermelon?
Our
yeah.
shit was more sour, so it can kind of
Alright, I
like
think
cancel
I'm-
out some other
like
stuff.
I think this one is a complete like the other ones are decent.
Is he
Like
going
they're
to
Yeah.
throw up? Like
He-
where is
no,
he
he's getting
going?
another beer.
they did what they got. Like I mean, this tasted like green apple, but like if I puked it up after I drank green apple, like it's fucking gross.
It's really dominant in the green.
Sorry,
apple.
artisanal. The other ones are good, but this one.
Yeah, you should have definitely went with the watermelon for
Here's
this.
the thing.
Yeah,
Every
this
time
was
I get
lime.
Warheads,
If this was lime, fucking 5.
every time I get Warheads, I throw out the
We
green
could do that
apples
one,
anyway,
yeah.
so.
I do the Jolly Ranchers
Holy
too.
shit.
Jolly Ranchers, Skittles. it
The only
doesn't
one I
matter.
would tell you
Yeah.
no for would be the reverse migration with the wax. Yeah,
You know that they
we'll wait for that when
they
your
sell
dad
whole
comes
packs
on.
of green apple sour punch straws. Who was buying that?
Nazis.
No one is buying that.
Well, we got an interesting competitor in here. This is a it's called Cinnamon Bobcat from Grim
Oh, that's the lesser
Artisan.
babka.
Yeah.
You know, that's the lesser babka.
So this one I got in New York way back when.
You want the chocolate babka?
And the thing is, this is actually a really solid stout. Really solid overall. Holy shit, why can't I fucking open this?
I got a bottle.
'Cause that's
of
a
it
can
that says
opener, not a
cheese
bottle.
flavor
Yeah, I
on it if you
know.
want.
I have one of those in my car. I didn't want to send you guys home with that flavor So we're gonna, and the last beer I'm gonna put in my my Beetle breakfast glass.
Beetle breakfast.
That's good.
Yeah, this one I had. It was last November. Sorry about that. I'll get everybody before.
Come on, man.
You ain't gotta love me
I'm
with
looking
that
at
one
mine.
too
I'm looking at
much.
it. It's like, geez.
You don't like stouts?
Not usually.
I'm turning the corner on stouts.
All right, well, that one's going in blue. Maybe it'll be all right.
I'll give you a little bit. So this one I had like in November when it was like Big Wednesday. This was actually a very solid stout. This clocks in at, let me see here, 12%. Yeah.
Jesus
You
Christ.
son of a bitch.
That's actually not that high.
That's the sending you home beer.
All right,
That
so
smells
This
good.
this has like
Fucking
a,
asshole.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like you every single time. It's like I'm taking the picture of it, and you grab it and yank it away. All right, we're good. You can take it away now.
ooh,
Ooh.
that's very sweet.
Steve and I had this stout. They said very sweet. Green apple meets blue toad. It's not blue toad bad.
Blue Toad tasted 1,000 times better.
Yeah,
Okay.
The
but
smell, no, but
the smell. But the problem is that the burp and aftertaste of blue toad.
you
is
know what? I think I'd still take Blue Toad over this one. It's
Really?
fucking gross.
Wow,
I
that's
would-
crazy.
for
Blue
me.
Toad, that aromatic is fucking weird and disgusting. But this whole beer was disgusting. in
This
and
tastes
out.
like feet.
This is really good.
So here's a funny fact about blue toad. My dad is going to a place where blue toad is sold, and he wants to get a couple more because he's convinced they cannot be that bad. And I said, if you go to where Blue Toad is sold, like the brewery, please get me a fucking T-shirt. Like, I just want to.
I kinda want one, too.
This beer we had on the show.
Like, if they could somehow fix the smell, I think it would be awesome cider. But
yeah,
Yeah, there's
it
something up with
smelled
that.
like fucking pure sulfur farts.
mixed with a
no.
urinal cake and an Alka-Seltzer.
It
Oh,
was
no.
it was the worst fucking smell, dude. The It's Just Beer podcast. They buy it every time it comes in because they use it as punishment beers for their podcast. And I think this company's like, people buy it. Like,
It's like we're buying it for the wrong reasons, though.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
all right.
So even though this is the lesser Bobcat,
Although they have said that it's actually a decent, some of their stuff is decent. Uncle Dan,
he did
did say
he
it
said
was-
their other stuff is good.
yeah, but the wacky stuff is just like it's far out of left field.
well, like it said, it
It's-
was like a honey whiskey sour, and it was none of those things.
They actually liked our post, and I was like,
know.
I know they didn't listen.
I
What
know.
if it's like a huge meta thing, and they know how bad it smells, and that's what they just keep pumping it out?
I love if that's the case, then I fucking
like
love
it's just
them.
one elaborate troll, and people
I
are
love
paying
them even
$36 for a 4-pack.
It's pretty expensive for a
yeah,
4-pack.
fucking $36 for a 4-pack, and they're the fucking skinny tall cans too.
I'm confused with this. All right, so here for me, every time I have a stout, I'd be like, tastes like coffee, hate it, dismiss it, get rid of it. I initially smell it. I think once again, this is the cinnamon helps me here. But I without looking at Untapped, I'm getting cinnamon. I'm getting a little chocolate,
Yeah.
and a little bit of like the roast. I mean, I don't know.
Put it this way:
I like it.
Are you tasting just those things, but no real coffee flavor to it? Or
It's very sweet too, but it's
it is
not,
a
Is this Imperial?
I think it's a milk stout actually.
Imperial milk stout.
so
Imperial milk
So it
stout,
is going to
yeah.
be sweeter. Yeah.
normally when they try to hide all those flavors in a stout, they usually add maple, and I don't like the maple. I prefer the sweetness of this over the maple.
Okay, all right.
Like I like that the cinnamon doesn't overpower it. Like a lot of times the cinnamon
No.
is just like boom in your face.
This is roughly going to be about a year for this bottle too. So
This
just
is
to give you
nice.
an,
It's
to give
nice
you an
and it's
idea
smooth.
of what you're looking at here or what
Yeah,
you're
we
tasting.
Yeah,
aged
this is smooth.
They aged it. Yeah.
Yeah, this was definitely one that held up very well.
Yeah, this is a cellar stout.
I really like it because of that's real.
It's got a really
sweetness.
nice chocolatiness to it at the
Yeah,
end.
and it's good for Tony too because he actually can taste chocolate rather than coffee.
I get zero coffee out of it.
No
in this
coffee
one.
at
Yeah, I was
all.
gonna say this isn't very coffee kind of stuff.
Am I the only
this
one
is-
that hated that?
This is from
Yes.
Brooklyn, New York. So this is
I don't
this is-
hate it though.
This is up by you, Rich. They just did an episode for a bunch of the Brooklyn
I won't
guys.
have too much.
Brick City, they just did a bunch of
God.
Brick
Yeah.
City beers.
I could do the bottle. I don't think I could do more than not in one sitting anyway. I could do the bottle.
We also have
A great
Grim,
dessert beer.
We have a Grim and Jester King collaboration in the fridge then as well too.
We do.
And Jester King is actually like the top echelon. Like if you want to go with like traditional sours, they're from Texas and they're ones that you really should look for. We really should break that. We should do that bottle sometime soon, if anything. But Grim is one of those ones in New York. It's kind of like a sleeper, like a dark horse type of brewery, and they actually have some good stuff. And their bottles are super cheap too. So if you're in the Brooklyn area, they have a very nice, well lit, clean place that you can go and actually grab this stuff. Because I actually went there, because we went for my buddy and I went for a Hudson Valley release. We bounced around a whole bunch of breweries, and this was one, and then we went to Evil Twin and on top of that. So you can really hit a nice, string of breweries while you're in New York, while you're there at the time. So make a day out of it, have some fun, buy some more beer, and stock your fridge up. And I think this was maybe $12 a bottle. So that's definitely not a bad price point, overall. It's especially what you're getting with quality here too. So good job, Grim, for having cellar, to have a cellared stout. So yeah.
Here's a question for you guys. If we record tomorrow and we start at 7, would you still be able to make it? Record by 7, be done by
We're going to the
8:30.
same place, right?
Well, I want to go to I want to go to the same place too because I just remembered that I was also invited. I just got a message
You're uninvited.
from the boss. She
No
says,
kidding.
you better fucking be there.
I didn't get invited. Oh well, that's okay. That's not my kidding.
Is it possible to do it there?
I have to bring all this stuff and
okay.
stuff. So I was saying, if we could start recording at 6:30, get it done, and then shoot over.
I might have to bring a guest.
Your girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
We have a lot of beers we got to get through.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right,
It's going to be a beer rush mode.
Is she still here? Does she still exist?
Are you cool with that? Come.
Yeah, I should be good.
We'll go live.
Overall, you
tomorrow.
want to drink beers?
We'll go live tomorrow at 6:30.
6:30.
Yeah. Let me send them a message.
Okay. I just have to keep that in mind. 6:30. Oh
I
boy,
was also thinking about going to the Wheel tomorrow.
The Wheel.
The Wheel.
Go to the wheel,
Wheel.
eat, and then come here.
Yeah, that might be the move.
All
Don't
right.
forget to go and
So
pull
yeah, so
over.
we have a lot of a lot of bottled beers here that we're aging. We have a lot of aged stouts that we're sitting on that we were going to do an episode with, but then we're just kind of sneaking them in here and there just to kind of clear them out.
Mm-hmm.
But I dig it, man. This is decent. I like it a lot. It's a good, like I said, dessert beer. I'd give it a 3.75.
Wow, pretty good.
Tony
Pretty good.
getting up there with the stouts.
Man, he's. Hey, we're converting him over. He's just enjoying the shit out of these things. So hey, I don't mind.
I mean, it's no chocolate babka, but I appreciate the Seinfeld reference. But it's a 4. It's a great dessert beer. I mean, I would love every stout. I get sad when it's warm out because I love stouts in winter.
Yeah, this
and
would be
I
a great
would
winter
totally
beer.
kill this in the winter.
All right, gentlemen, let's line them up.
These
Oh,
guys
we didn't.
gotta-
Oh, I feel like-
Yeah, we didn't get the whole other side.
Line them up,
Out.
and
I'm
we'll
gonna,
still score.
I'm gonna back out of this one. I don't need no score on that one.
I'll give this one a 3.5. This would
Okay.
be great, winter time. Oh yeah, like the holidays.
Yeah,
This is one
it's just
to
one
get.
of the. It's
This
just
is
one of
one to
those
get.
beers. Yeah.
It's just one of those days.
when you don't want to wake up.
of those days.
When you don't want to Everybody sucks.
Yeah. So, I probably would get.
Yeah.
I go with Andy on this one. It's a 4, and the way that it held up, it's a pleasantly sweet beer, sweet imperial milk stout.
It does not taste like 12%.
It doesn't. It's right, and I
mean,
had
it's a
it,
heavy beer, but
I had
doesn't-
it I had it fresh then before too. So there was a huge difference between it being fresh and then cellared then as well. I would prefer it fresh, but this actually held up pretty well. 4 would definitely be my score. You get a little bit of that sweetness in it, a little bit of the cinnamon and the chocolate in there too. Really helped it out big time. So if you ever buy Grim, you can cellar them and it's gonna come out pretty awesome.
Yep. While you're there, Ben, pick your beer of the night.
All right. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna go with their New Realm. That's definitely a banger. That had everything going for it, and then some.
Andy.
Also New Realm.
Tyler.
I third that. That was gonna be mine.
Green apple.
That's delicious.
I'm like,
Going with the tea.
no.
Yeah, the tea.
Tea
I think
wins by
that's
unanimous
phenomenal.
vote.
New Realm Brewing Company.
Phenomenal. Does
that
Southern
ever
Tier
happen?
Wins beer of the night. Where everyone picked the same
Yeah.
beer.
That's unanimous.
Yeah, that's
Unanimous
definitely
decision.
one of those beers that you can have and really.
I keep going back to
appreciate.
that one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I don't know if it's ever happened where it's been a clean sweep.
Mm-hmm. I think we had maybe
Bob
one or
will-
two beers.
Bob will be here for 6 tomorrow, so that works out perfect.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
All right.
Nice to have him back on.
Yeah,
again.
Bob's a good dude,
Yeah,
man.
Bob. We like Bob.
Second place, Cheesefoot. You started off.
Black cherry.
Black Cherry. Tyler.
I'm got the blue raspberry.
Blue Raspberry.
Dude, I liked it.
Oh boy.
I liked it.
Plebs.
Tyler. Grim. He just like, I'm moving up further. I'm going to put...
I'm going with the stout too.
then Ben doesn't have to put me in the spot. I'll agree with it. I was
That is
gonna
good.
go
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm
guys.
not mad at that one bit.
Nope. All right. Tyler, you start. Third place.
I don't know. I'm gonna say the blue raspberry again.
We can't vote for the same beer twice.
No,
okay.
he- no,
I,
I
know-
thought
I
he
didn't know
went-
the rules.
Oh.
I thought he went with the.
No, I
did say the
yeah,
blue
he did,
raspberry,
blue
but,
raspberry. Yeah, okay.
I did like. I'm not sure what this was called. That's
The
a good
pond,
one. That is
Pond
good.
Hopper?
That's a good
Hopper,
one.
yeah. Cheesefoot.
I'm gonna go blue.
Blue.
Big blue.
I'm going with red. The cherry.
I'm going with Pond Hopper as well. And
I
it's
also am going with Pond Hopper.
All right. First place, New Realm Brewing Company Southern Tea for the clean unanimous sweep. Second place will be Grim Brewing Company. Grim collaborating with Miekelberg's Fine Foods and Craft Beer for their cinnamon Bobcat. And then third place will be Smart Mouth's Pond Hopper. All right, so that'll be our top 3 beers of the night. All right, one pick here for the win for Can Art of the Night. We'll start with you, Cheesewood. If you have to spin them around to look, you can.
And you know what? This one's got bunnies on it.
Pond Hopper for
Got bunnies on it.
Ben.
I'm gonna go with the Wasserhund because of the Snoopy reference.
I
Yes,
will.
reference.
I will go with the New Realm as for the can art because I think when it comes to all 3 of these logos, if I had to put it on a T-shirt,
Oh yeah, that's a good logo.
That is a good
I would
logo.
rock that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking that before.
I got to go with South Park Snoopy and the Red Rocket.
South Park Snoopy.
Tyler.
I actually really like this one, the Jerry Garcia.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty cool.
all right.
the
I
missing legit
agree.
one.
I would wear that on a T-shirt as well.
So
I would.
which one
because
you
it's
want
the
to go
fucking
with?
Grateful
I already
Dead.
voted. The winner.
Oh.
The winner is
Yeah,
going to be
that's a good one.
Wasserhound Brewing Company in Virginia Beach for their Red Rocket can. They're going to win Can Art of the Night. All right, that'll do it for Bangin Beers Podcast. Ben, real quick, what do you got to plug?
Not cool in high school, and it's and just more Bangin Beers podcast stuff.
Tomorrow, 6:30.
Tomorrow 6:30.
Evergreen.
So yeah, this is gonna be pretty wild. We're going back to doing overtime with Bangin Beers. So I kind of live for it in some aspects or another. So
He lives for it, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Cheesefoot, what do you got to plug?
I got a couple shows, which is weird, super weird that we're
Whoa.
doing shows in Corona world. But they're outside. Well, one of them's outside, the other one is socially distant. 9/6, September 6th, we have Luau Day, Labor Day Luau at the Grove.
Hell yeah.
Going to be lots of awesome bands. Gorilla Pack's there. Chris
Great band.
Collins is putting
Yes,
that
they're
together. It's going to be a
phenomenal.
fucking great day.
I think
get to tell
the
jokes.
Collins and crew, the
That's
Collins
a
crew is putting
phenomenal
that together.
band.
It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a
Bands.
great day
Yeah.
either way. And then October 18th, Noah's putting together a Halloween show,
Yep.
a
Awesome.
Punksteria Halloween show. It's going to be
We actually
awesome.
just made an agreement with Noah that he is presenting all of the interviews with everyday people if they feature a band. So any band that's under the if I have any musical act that's going to be on interviews with everyday people, the podcast will be presented by Punksteria
That's fantastic.
to give him some more love and put his name out there more.
I love
Hell
I
yeah.
love how much he does for helping out.
he's a
everybody.
He's a
workaholic.
cool
It's
dude.
fantastic.
I agree.
And so I'm going to do both of those shows, and I have new shirts coming in. So
I seen
come
them.
hang out at
They-
those
They look
shows
fantastic.
and get some shirts.
Tyler, what do you
Yeah,
got?
I second the September 6th show, me and Billy Trey are doing a little...
Debuting.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
you're
is a little
doing that with
debut.
Billy?
Yeah,
That's
this is going to be
awesome.
freaking
Oh,
awesome.
baby.
I'm so stoked. We
Is that
got
Yoko? Oh no.
Oh, no. yeah.
So this is
Yeah, I didn't know what our band name was until I saw that flyer. so,
so this has been a project that's been kind of like
yeah.
there's only
This
been
has in the
there's only
works
been
for
a little
bit.
bit of a handful of people who know, and I'm lucky enough to be one of them.
You got the privilege.
Yeah, it's out there in the world
I
now.
heard-
Yoko, oh no.
I
Oh
heard-
yeah.
I heard some stuff, and I'm excited. If I had to make it a comparison, right, just right off the bat, what
Limp
made
Bizkit cover band.
what made Japan? I think what made Japan 4 stand out in this area is they played songs that no one else played, and I think this band is going to scratch that itch and play songs that no one else is really playing in the area.
Yeah.
So they're going to do some covers of some really really cool shit that people aren't really that people
Yeah, and like
aren't
newer stuff too.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I think if you're, I don't want to give away the genre because I don't want to give anything else away, but I just
That'll
think
be fun.
I'm really, really excited for this project, and it's going to be a fun time. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. It's gonna be, I'm so stoked for it.
Yeah.
He's great.
Andy, what do you got?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, I mean it's just the same as usual. Like hopefully get my hands with his vocals done. I finally got the final mixes of all of our tracks, so I can start laying down the vocal tracks to send up for mixing. So hopefully we'll get that out by the end of the century, and then Faith we're writing still, and that's about it.
All right. The only thing I got is just check out the rest of the stuff on our network here. If you are interested in possibly other podcasts, we do a bunch of them on this network. So if you enjoy podcasting and you like watching this live view, we do go live. I think the way the system's going to go now is every Monday night we will do Truth Beyond Illusion. That'll be our paranormal podcast. This Monday coming up will be Andy Heder taking the topic, and we're going to be covering Pennsylvania cryptoids. So different cryptoids that are locally found in Pennsylvania, which is really fun. Tuesday night, we're going back weekly with Not Cool in High School.
Oh no.
And hopefully we get to have the return of a few members who used to be on the show, and now they're going to return and hang out with us again, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Wednesday night, we're off. Nothing going on. Maybe you might catch an Interviews with Everyday People showing up on a Wednesday.
There you
Not
go,
100%
yeah.
sure. But they may pop up whenever. Interviews with Everyday People may just pop up whenever. That's my flagship show.
It's that silent release.
It is. I don't promote it. I just put it out.
He's like, "Moop."
And they're like, oh shit, we're live. So if you follow on for social media, if you hit follow and alert when we go live, that's when you'll see Interviews with Everyday People, and that's where the main, and it's just pretty much sitting down with people and having conversations. Thursday nights will be our wrestling podcast, Tornado Tag Podcast. Friday nights will be Bangin Beers. But for this week and next week, we're going to probably double up because we have a lot of beers to get through. We're going to be here again tomorrow night at 6:30. So if you want to hang out with us again tomorrow, once again, thank you guys all for hanging out. One of the highest numbered views we had in a long
Yeah,
time.
share that, hit that subscribe and like and all that fun business.
Absolutely.
Bell.
Word of mouth.
Tell
is-
your mom.
Yeah, tell your mom. All
Tell your mom.
It's all because of Cheesefoot. He brought the views.
Tell your
That's what
mom's
it is.
I
boyfriend.
told my mom.
Cheesefoot is fucking killing it tonight.
Tell your stepdad. Tell your mom's boyfriend too.
Also, if you
I
like,
told my stepdaddy hit me.
because you have red hair.
I'm only 30. It's okay.
The
but-
redhead stepchild.
But also, once again, if you're into beer and you're into the beer world, I got some pages for you guys to check out. I probably should have this from the bat, but Bars, Hops, and Wine Stops is a good one.
yes.
PA Breweries of Pennsylvania Facebook page, and then also our boys over at Beer You Are. Check them out on Instagram and everywhere you can find podcasts. Give them some
Wine,
love.
hops, and road stops.
Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Thank you so much.
Boom.
Yeah. A lot of really good pages on Facebook. If you're into the beer world, definitely seek them out and join
Yeah, the
our
beer guys are Beer You Are guys are awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they really
fucking
were.
amazing. They're good,
Really
dudes,
cool dudes.
and I can't wait.
Even though
to-
they're from Jersey.
Well, yeah, yeah, you did not have a good time at their beach, right?
Well, no, it was funny. Like last week, we were hanging out, and then the next day, I'm just trashing Jersey all day, and I wanted to be like, yo, man, I don't really hate Jersey, but I do.
I'm not allowed in New Jersey.
So,
I'm not allowed in New Jersey.
but I can still be friends with Jersey people. It's okay.
Those guys are fucking amazing.
No, they're really cool.
It's been
dudes.
9 years now.
It's a
I'm not allowed in New
Go
Jersey.
support their stuff, and that'll do it for us here at Bangin Beers Podcast. Here's some Ultraviolent to close us out. Make sure you check those links below.
Ultraviolent.
See you guys later.
I wouldn't wish you the best, but now I run to the day. Step away or share the first life. Let the muscle be to the worst.